Welcome back. Thanks for watching a video. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more content like this. When the sun rises over North Ponto Beach in Carlsbad, California, it paints the world in gold. Long shadows on the sand, surfers stretching beside their boards, and the Pacific rolling in like it's been doing for thousands of years. For most people, North Ponto is just a beautiful stretch of beach. But the truth is, this place holds stories older than California itself. Stories shaped by wind, waves, explorers, tribes, soldiers, surfers, and the quiet march of time. Today, North Ponto is part of South Carlsbad State Beach, famous for its panoramic views, warm sunsets, and some of the best shore breaks in San Diego County. But long before surfboards carved its waves, this coastline was home to the Louisiano people, one of the oldest tribes in the region. They called this stretch of land the Western Edge, a place where sky and water met in ceremony. They gathered shellfish from the tidal pools, fished with bone hooks, and held rituals along the cliffs during full moons. Some local historians say ancient shell middens, piles of shells and cultural remnants, still lie buried under the bluffs above North Ponto, silent reminders of lives lived by ocean rhythm. Jump ahead to the 1800s, and this quiet shoreline becomes part of the Mexican land grant era, long stretches of coastal ranchos used for grazing cattle. Travelers rode dusty trails along these bluffs, unaware that someday millions would stroll the same coastline in beach sandals. In 1885, everything changed. The California Southern Railroad arrived, laying tracks right along this coast. The quiet ranch world gave way to progress, steam engines whistling as they curved past North Ponto, carrying settlers, goods, and dreamers into Southern California's future. And with the rail came tourism. Families from Los Angeles began escaping the inland heat, coming here for the cool Pacific breezes. Travel writers described North Ponto as salt air for the soul, a haven for coastal campers. People pitched canvas tents high on the bluffs, cooked over driftwood fires, and fell asleep to the sound of waves that seemed as ancient as the world itself. Some say this was the golden age of California beach culture, long before highways clogged and beachfront hotels replaced simple camps. Today, that tradition survives at the South Carlsbad State Beach Campground, perched directly above North Ponto. RVs and tents line the cliff edge, each site offering million-dollar ocean views that glow orange every sunset. Families still gather around campfires here, roasting marshmallows, listening to the ocean breathe, and watching surfers ride the last waves of the day. It's one of the few places left where you can sleep right above the Pacific, feeling connected to the same coastline the Louisiana North Ponto tribes once honored. All share the break, but everyone knows this beach can change moods in a heartbeat. Some days it's gentle, other days it hits like a hammer. Veteran locals say the winter storms shape the beach personality. When big swells roll in from the northwest, North Ponto becomes a proving ground. Legends say early surfers used to paddle out on heavy wooden boards, some sinking, some snapping, some carrying their riders to unforgettable rides. But there's more to this shore than waves. At low tide, North Ponto reveals a world of tide pools, little ocean neighborhoods filled with creatures that survive between land and sea. Kids search for hermit crabs, photographers crouch over starfish, and every once in a while, someone spots an octopus slipping between rocks like a ghost. Then there's sunset, the time North Ponto shows off. When the sky burns orange and pink, families gather with cameras, couples walk barefoot through the foam, and the whole world seems to slow down. Local lore says that if you sit quietly enough, just as the sun touches the horizon, you can hear the faint echo of the old coastal trains or the whisper of Luiseno fishermen singing to the sea. At night, North Ponto becomes peaceful in a way few beaches can match. Campfires flicker on the cliffs, the stars come out, and the Pacific rolls on unchanged, eternal. For some, it's a vacation spot. For others, it's a sanctuary. For many, it's a place to reconnect with nature, with history, or with the version of themselves they left behind in the rush of everyday life. North Ponto Beach isn't just a stop on the map. It's a living piece of California's coastline, shaped by tribes, pioneers, campers, surfers, and everyone who stands here listening to the waves. Whether you come to surf, relax, explore tide pools, or watch the sun melt into the Pacific, you're part of a story that began long before any of us and will continue long after. Thanks for joining me on this coastal journey. If you enjoyed exploring the history and beauty of North Ponto Beach, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next adventure. I'll see you on the next shoreline.